Hello, 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 and welcome once again to Prog Reborn. My name is M. Kostler, and this is my progression style playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV. If you don't know what that means, you can always check out the introductory video, !intro, for a primer on what we're doing here with this playthrough. If you'd like to know the next time that I go live, you can always subscribe to the channel, but to make sure that you get the specific Prog Reborn go live notifications, you can always join the community Discord, !Discord. Both the intro and the Discord links should be in the video description below if you happen to be watching the VOD instead. And finally, this is not a reaction style playthrough. This is not my first time playing through the majority of this content. So if you are worried about any sort of spoilers between what is the last stream of patch 2.1 and patch 6.58, or any publicly available Dawn Trail information, then this is your opportunity to scoot on out of here, because I may or may not give additional warnings if I bring up any potentially spoiler information for those folks. So I said my last stream that I probably wasn't going to stream until sometime next week or end of this week, but I decided to look into a few things. One was I realized, you know, my characters aren't actually level 50. They're 54. I think 54 is my highest level character. So I went and looked at a few things. I looked up exactly what the pasty skin Time Worn maps are, and from what I can tell, and I even did one just as a test. From what I can tell, even at level 50, certain classes, depending on certain classes and depending on certain spawns, you could do this solo. One, ARR doesn't have any sort of special zone that you go to, like some of the later expansions 8-man maps do. So with them both being not conducive to, you know, having a good time with a bunch of people, me being only able to do the ARR maps, and the fact that they're soloable, I figured that it really wouldn't be something that I could, you know, try to find a pickup group for. So what I decided to do is I gathered up the rest remaining and bought a couple just to speed things up, and we're just going to go ahead and get this out of the way so we can get done with 2.1, can start working on my wrap-up video, and finally move on to patch 2.2. So I think we can only do one of these at a time, so let's decipher this leather map. Righty, Western Thanalan. And where is this one? This is right here, looks like. So let's go to Horizon. We already unlocked the ability to do all this when we went and did our side quest roundup a few streams ago. So the idea behind treasure maps, how do I pull this thing back? I think I just go back to, oh right, no, there it is. The idea behind these is it's a little exploration thing that you can do. You can potentially get some extra cash from this, but you can also, what I mostly do on my main is I also simply sell these on the market board. And plenty of people buy them, especially the higher end ones. Much earlier stream than usual. Got a plane to catch the other half of the day. Lotus leaf, steel rivets, whatever, undyed linen, whatever, hard leather. So lotus leaf is probably the most interesting thing from there. Next one up, the goat skin map is in Upper Lenosha. This is, what is this? It's right here. Okay, gotcha. Like I was saying, earlier stream than usual. I've got a plane to catch. Main reason that I was saying that I wouldn't be able to do it all of next week, but I got up pretty early today and figured, what the heck? Let's go ahead and get started. Territorial marshmallow. So, ooh. I got 3. I think we'll just hold on to the remaining SP so we can start I think 2.2 is when we get gardening. That's when we can do some Thavnarian onions, stuff like that. Though I wonder if Thavnarian onions are part of 2.2. I have to look that up. How would we get here? Faded copy of the only path. I mean, whatever. Not a ton going on there. Some poetics. But I think that's just from doing the quest associated with it. Earth shards. Okay. So we have these 5 here, but we have those 5 on the Chocobo saddle, and then also on each of each of my 2 retainers. Outer Lenosha. Way up there. Alrighty. Have 4 sets of each of the 5 maps. So we've got 20 of these to go through. Let's see. This. Typically don't stream early in the morning because I got a big window that my computer is facing, and it's facing the rising sun, so Unless it's a cloudy day, I've got to deal with the sun in my eyes. I could get some curtains. Right now it's got a kind of a shade, kind of a see-through shade thing going on here. That lowers it a little bit, but not a ton. Rosewood lumber, that's not anything to write home about. My potions of intelligence, I mean, it's fine. Foreskin maps. Okay, so we are in Lower Lenosha. This looks like it's right here. Probably going to Limsa. And then using the Aetheryte. Probably our best option there. Rather than going to the Morbi Dry Docks. To bring it up. Okay. This is our highest level solo treasure map. Target these things to get where to attack, or I'd have to use, well, I guess it's not the pet commands, because the pet commands deal with Eos. Alrighty, what do we get there? Eagle feathers, whatever. Hardened sap, whatever. Belladia silver, that's something I don't recognize. Alright. Last bit. This is the supposed to be 8-man, but we're going to just do this solo. Where is this weird little hiding? Yeah, it's hiding behind the burning wall. Okay. So for this one, I do have to be a little more conservative on my health. Have any real food? What is this walkway? Right here. It's under here. There we go. Under here. petrified. Ready? Hopefully it's only this creature. You have to fight more than this creature, then we might not have enough time. The one that I did before on my solo was a couple packs of things that were decently powerful, but I was able to barely squeeze in. Kill before the timer ran out. Alright, what did I get? A Trillium Bulb, more Belladine Silver, Astral Rocks, which I haven't seen before. Not bad, not bad. Back up. And then, okay, so I've got a whole other set here. Cipher them out. Eastern Lenosha. It's right here. From what I remember when looking at it briefly, what you're really looking for is there is Snapper there. Is you have the chance to, upon opening one of these chests, find an additional treasure map. Let's see here. Moccasins, whatever. And nothing here looks that interesting. Maybe the walnut. No, you can harvest walnut. I thought it said white lumber. You can get an additional map. Oh, we're in the same zone. You can get an additional map from opening a chest, and then that additional map takes you to something that could drop something that sells for a lot. And the first Pisces skin that I did had one of those, and so I took that out and got a mist silk, which, at least on this server, sells for like 200k, which is pretty nice. I wonder how well it will sell on this server. Something you always have to keep in mind. Sure, the price might say one thing, but the actual whether it actually sells at that price, how long it's going to take to sell at that price, all sorts of additional considerations there. Doesn't look like anything terribly interesting here. Back to East Shroud. This one is in the Bramble Patch. Terribly great, but whatever. What next? Here we go. Boar skin. Perthus Central Highlands. Way up by future gravesite. I guess it currently already has some graves in it, if I remember correctly. Probably was a frontal cone, but better safe than sorry. More Belladine silver and the lime sulfur. I haven't seen before. Could end up being interesting. Alright, here's our next 8-man. Showing on the map. Oh, it's in the middle of, like, right here. So again, to Limsa. Yeah, you can kind of see the outline of like road or farmland. I can't remember what that is supposed to represent. Then there's a little dot right here. That it's supposedly next to. So each of these maps at the moment on this server sell for about 20K. So though it can vary. So what we're really trying to see here is, or one of the things that I'm trying to see here, other than just doing it for completion's sake, is is the return for actually doing them better or worse? Pay attention here, because this is supposed to be 8-man. Better or worse than just selling them. I'm sure a lot of it depends on luck. But I imagine some of the price of these things comes into, you know, having a fun time with your guildmates or your real life friends or what have you. Much quicker to get through that set. So where's this damn treasure? There it is. No additional map. We did get dress material. That's the moonstone maybe, but that's market prohibited. The moonstone at least sells for 12 1200, which isn't horrible, but not really what we're looking for. Alrighty, let's head back to... Here, I'm going to go to the Free Company house, but it's because we have our summoning bell here. So, we'll go to... Just any duplicates that we've got to give us a little bit of extra space. Retrieve all these. Then I'm going to stash all of these. Stash all of those in there so that I can retrieve the next set. There. Alrighty. South Shroud. Okay. Okay, way down here, I'm guessing. Okay, right over here by Buscarons. North of that, Rish. Oh. Cool. Got a achievement. I haven't seen before. So that might just be me not knowing that it existed. Outer Lenosha. Little face looking thing here, right about there. Blue Foxhide, I don't think I've seen before. Everything else is well known. Toad Skin. South Shroud again. Pretty close to where we were. Right by this bridge here. Ooh. The Electrum ink is fine. Turn that music that we got into its actual self. Okay. Right over here next to all the more bowls. Think. Righty. Ooh, and we got our first unhidden leather map. So let's go ahead and decipher this one. Eastern Lenosha. Right, looks like it's right about here. Airport. This is where I got my Mist Silk or whatever it's called. Likely where the most prized possessions are. There you are. Cool. Yep, Mist Silk. Brush Grass, I don't think I've seen before. Potash is something that you can get from... I think it's something that you can get from Grand Company, so not a huge grab there, but definitely the Mist Silk. 2 things of Mist Silk from my test run, and then this one as well. Ordona. pretty close to the... Pretty close to. Literally in Castrum Century. This is one of the 8-mans, so I do need to pay a little more attention to health and other things. Nestled into this corner. Let's just kill this thing so that we don't have to worry about it when map pops. If I can trick it to I forget what they call it. Elbow drop, that's what it's called. The one we needed. Cool. Hey, and we got another leather map. Lime sulfur, spruce logs are not terrible. Astral eyes, I think aren't actually that great. So unhidden leather map, middle Lenosha, looks like we're right here. Preferred. I need to make another stop off at the summoning bell before we get started on the next one, just to make sure that we don't run out of space. Zoo again. Cool. More mist silk. Topsoil, which isn't actually that great. Just farm that. Cutting oil I've never seen before. Alright, so let's head back to the company house. Dump some stuff off. And do our last set. I did pick up the, yeah. Let me just give myself a little bit extra room. Want anything going to waste here? That'll be enough. Almost certainly. Right, and in ascending order, I'm going to start with Lower Lenosha. It's still back in there, so still want to go to IMSA. Thinking this might have actually been close to Morbi, but it's not correct. This is closer to a town up here, Cedarwood. Sneeze coming. Hold on one second. Oh, there we go. So where's this? This is on this side of the little ridge. Basically nothing out of there, just some oak lumber. Goat skin. East Shroud. Well, certainly. This area. Looking for 3 little nubs over there. It's also near some text. Okay, there it is. It's down here by Baelsar's wall. There was a big push of folks doing fates the first week that the Yokai Watch stuff was going on in Dynamis. People were getting annoyed about competing with blue mages and whatnot, and the fates dying too quickly, things like that. I think everyone who was that invested to jump into another data center just to farm has already done it. So if anyone is left doing fate farms, they're likely either doing it solo or it's just staying on their DC. Ready? Yeah. Whatevs. There. Toad skin. Next bit. Western Thanalan. Right over here. Pretty close to Horizon. Nice. Ready? Hey, another other map. That's nice. Northern Thanalan. Are right here. So keep hug. Just another zoo. Cool. Spriggan cap is all right. Pineapple seeds, no idea. Armenteers, no idea. Okay. Next up. Eastern Thanlan. Ooh, right where the map popped up. More mist silk as well. Cool. Their only path. So just random mats. Back to Mordona. Way out over by. Is it Thaliac or is it Alphic? One of the... There's a specific word for what these things are. One of the god symbols. Symbols, marks of the 12, something like that. Possibly related to the whole path of the 12. I haven't really looked up that. That lore. Gonna be a long one. Hopefully we can get through this one. Ah, shit. stuck on that fucking rock. Oh, and I can't. I might just die. I allied myself. Get stunned. Right, Quay. Can do it. Now we just need to make sure that we kill this thing in time. Which we might not be able to. Really hoping to, oh god, more? I don't know, I don't know. Oh god, they're beating the shit out of me. This ain't gonna happen. Fighting for my goddamn life. That is off. Damn. I mean, we lose the, yeah, we also lost the treasure map. Okay, okay. So, possible to do solo, but some of them end up being a little too much. I'm 54, but I'm also wearing, you know, 79 eye level gear. I'm sure with better eye level, that would be trivial. But interesting, interesting. Do I go and buy another? Or do I just stop here? I think I just stop here. It's a good enough run. Mostly glad that I just didn't die. So now let's take a look at some of this stuff that we picked up. So anything that we already have. Just duplicates again. Even though we already have copies of look into, but I do want to see so a bunch of arms. These we can just sell. Spriggan cap sells for a decent amount. I do want to check. I want to compare. Let's see, which was the Discord had the bot spam. Here we go. Market Spriggan cap. Pound. Spell it. Spriggan. Item not found. All right. But I mean that's pretty good. 9. So felt. Oh, we can just lower it. Dress material. What is dress material used for? Spring dress. Skirt. What do these look like? Oh, that's decent. That's probably a decent option prior to getting for like a samurai outfit prior to the actual thing that you get from the Tataru's Grand Endeavor. Plain long skirt. It's say exactly as described. Yeah, we can put these up for sale. Bunch more mist silk. That's on my other, yeah. Retainer, so we're gonna hold on there. Rush grass. Okay, 21. Eagle feathers, I think are worth a ton. Hard leather, obviously not. Boar, a bunch of these leathers. Blue fox hide, this is something I hadn't seen before. What is this used for? Some barding. Yeah, some decent options for glams. Talked about the Ethereum ink. Okay, I guess it's not actually that good. Gold ink. There. Potash we talked about. It still sells for a decent amount. Lime sulfur I hadn't seen before. Ow. Elixir. Yeah. I bet this doesn't actually sell. Cutting oil I hadn't seen before. Okay, that's decent. What is it used for? Sculptures. Put it up for sale. Again, whether it actually sells is the real question. Lotus leaf, that's another one. Look. Ah. Sure. Lotus parasol. Pond, those are pretty popular items. 374993. Coke, sure. I think that's something that you can get from grand companies, so I don't think it's gonna sell for a ton. $9.99 for exquisite buttons. Well, let's see what these actually, Iron shelf, sure. Stuffed goblin. And also for that stuffed Airyman. Say this was $5.99. That's significantly lower than the next one down. So we got a lot of this ability in silver. Seem like it's used for that much, really. I put it up here, but I highly doubt anyone's gonna buy that. Now we're gonna hold on to the seeds in the topsoil. Got here Astral Rock. Okay, sells basically nothing. Sell it. Astral Eyes. Also, basically. I think this is something we've seen before. Okay, it sells. It sells. We can put it up there. Iron ingots. Just Ethel ingots as well. Plates. Oh, damn. I thought these were the same, but no. One was cobalt plate, one was iron plate. Dark steel plate. Okay, it sells. We can put it up there. 298. Mithril plate. Sells a decent amount, but pretty cheap up there right now, so I think you're gonna hold. Rivets, all this stuff. Mostly whatever. The spruce lumber. Hold on to that. Thing else. Velveteen, wooden cloth. Okay, only path. Orchestrion roll. How much does this sell for? Sells for nothing. Now what about if we craft this? We have the Electrum ink, we just don't have this. Actually have some on my characters. No. Just need Moko grass and elm logs. I've got Moko grass. Got elm logs. Let's craft these. Raw. You said the elm logs were on Seagorp 3rd tab. Moko grass was on Proggies. Also, I need to find and sell these. Tab was this on 3rd tab as well. So go back here, go to here. Grade 1 Orchestrion is woodworking. Carpenter. Two of these. Doesn't matter if they're high quality or not. Ones I made that. Is this the unique? Yeah. Then only path is alchemist. Let's switch over. Just in case. we would have needed it. Oh, I need lightning crystals. Damn. Sure. I'm gonna need them anyways later on. Alrighty. Copies are the only path. 69949. 69949, and we'll do time. Cool. So a decent haul, if that stuff sells. Considering we're on Dynamis, don't know if it will sell. But just gonna be what we gotta deal with. So, interesting little treasure map experiment. We were able to complete everything except for the very last pasty skin map, which we just didn't have the DPS for, I imagine, mostly because of our item level. I think, I'm not 100% sure. I think when they get to Heaven's Word, the 8-mans actually have an instance that you can go to, and so it'll be something that I'd actually have to put together a group for. But with that, we are done entirely with everything that I wanted to have checked off for 2.1. So let me go ahead and mark that off on the list, and then I'll go back through the checklist real quick after this train goes by. So we have completed all the way up to Build on the Stone, which is the relocation of the Scions to the Rising Stones. The Immaculate Deception Hildebrand quest. We completed the first wing of the Crystal Tower Alliance raid series. We completed the 3 additional dungeons that they added in 2.1. That is Pharos Sirius, Copperbell Mines Hard, and Hake Manor Hard. We completed all the trials that they added into 2.1. That is Thorn March Hard. That's the MSQ trial. We completed the 4 extremes. So Minstrel's Ballad, Ultima's Bane, Bowl of Embers Extreme, Naval Extreme, Howling Eye Extreme. Completed the 2 relic trials, so the Chimera and the Hydra. That's all of the that ended up being all of the trials in 2.1. We got the 2 beast tribes up to trusted that were introduced in 2.1. That is the sylphs in the Amalja. We did at least one treasure hunt per map type. We actually did quite a few more. So of the ones that were introduced in 2.1, they were the time-worn leather maps, the goat skin maps, the toad skin maps, the boar skin maps, and the pasty skin maps. We, as you can see where our character is, we purchased a plot for our free company, where we have our own free company house, and we cleared out any side quests that were added in 2.1, which weren't that many. But we did our tour a couple days ago, or a couple streams ago, I should say. And so that is 2.1. Just giving a quick roundup of what we're going to be doing in 2.2. You'll hear this again in my 2.1 wrap-up video for what we're going to be doing in 2.2. I might end up breaking the two videos apart, talk a little bit more about 2.1, have a specific intro video for 2.2. I'll have to think on it. So for 2.2, we're going to be going all the way to through the Maelstrom in the main scenario quest line. We also need to complete the second part of the Hildebrand quest line up to the 3 Collectors quest. There were 3 new dungeons added in 2.2. That's the Lost City of Amdapor, Halatali Hard, and Brayflock's Longstop Hard. We have only 4 new trials added. The Whirl Eater, the MSQ trial. They immediately added the Extreme for the Whirl Eater instead of waiting a patch. They introduced the Thorn March Extreme, which will be fun. And then the, spoiling a little bit of Hildebrand, but there'll be the Battle on the Big Bridge trial for the Hildebrand quest line. Next big thing here is the second coil of Bahamut was introduced, so that's going to be probably, well, there's that and the next thing are going to be our big time sinks, I think. I can't remember what I decided, or when Savage for second coil was added, but I think we're gonna say no on doing the Savage for second coil. I might convince myself otherwise. We'll have to see. But anyways, continuing down the list, 2 more beast tribes were added: the Sahagin and the Kobolds. We need to get those up to trusted. The next step, I think it's only 1 step, but it might be 2, of the, hey, look, let me scroll up to see how yeah, it could be 2. I can't remember what the naming convention looks like, but we have the next step in the relic weapon that we're going to be doing. So we're doing the warrior relic weapon there. We finally get access to the challenge log. We get access to the sightseeing log. So what I have written down here is get 80 entries in the sightseeing log to get the out of sight, out of mind achievement. That's gonna be, I know that's gonna be very annoying. I'm gonna need to pay attention to that the entire time that I'm doing 2.2. Otherwise, it'll be misery. Another thing that I think is going to be pretty miserable is they introduced big fishing in 2.2, and I have listed down that we're going to get Go Big or Go Home 3, the quest for big fish. The most big fish that you could have gotten in 2.2. There's weird caveats. Going through this big fish stuff was actually one of the reasons why I gave myself a lot of wiggle room on this, because it's very difficult to deal with. Having to attempt to reprogress through these patches when doing things like big fish achievements. And then from there, it's just make sure that we clear out any additional side quests that got added at the time. So yeah, 2.2 looks like it's going to be a pretty big slog. The relics, the sightseeing, the big fishing. We already saw how much of a slog the reputation grinds were. Only 2 extremes instead of 4 extremes, which would be nice. But then you add Bahamut. The second quote of Bahamut on top of that ends up being significantly more difficult content, quote unquote, than what we had in 2.1. So yeah, I think 2.2 is definitely going to be another long one. That's going to do it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. A little sneaky early stream so that we can get this out of the way before I go on my little vacation. But when I get back, we can work on that wrap-up video, work on my thoughts, and get on to 2.2. If you like what I'm doing, I would love if you would drop a like on the stream on your way out. I'd be greatly appreciative. If you'd like to know the next time that I go live for one of these things, subscribe to the channel or join up on the community Discord, !Discord, or find that Discord invite in the video description below. That's going to do it for me. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time that I see you.